Before the dawn of the sun, I keep my eye on the moon. Taking off on latitude like the witch on the broom. Flying balloon, solar disc rising over lagoon. Bending a spoon, God is thought a symbol of the baboon. Man is skyscraper, fourth-world industrialist.
Greetings, one love, Ashe. Welcome back to Space, the House of Jehudi. So I was asked to expound on what I touched on from the previous talk. My spirits, especially the part here, that sister, as my encounter in 2021. Well, we've heard in the Yama spirit that gets to infiltrate our realm, you understand, and influence or have an impact on our human affairs, you understand, as I'm a shapeshifters, so like how it happens, it isn't like a movie. Okay, fine, like this, I don't know, like what any sort of clubby spirit will like literally shapeshift, understand, and take like, or assume rather, a human form, you understand. But like how it happens, it would be the overwriting, of the software, like of the human soul, like the human soul is a software possessing this hardware, our gross physical bodies. This software comprised of our emotions, the intellect, and also the willpower. You know what I mean? So this software yomuntu can be overridden, like totally. Once we are possessed by malicious spirits or forces. So that's how it happened with the encounter year 2021. The sister just changed, ranging from the aura to the physical appearance, physical manifestos of, like alien, and the power that like she had, like physical strength, you understand, because at one point I tried to apprehend her while she was busy stripping herself, like umuntu or if you have seen umuntu or who's undergoing a psychosis, she just lost her mind and committed a whole lot of outrageous things, you understand, from Kumula, Abe naked, swearing at people, and becoming so hostile, you understand. Nezinto abekazikhuluma, his speech was so vile, understand. Remember I said ukuthi bekaphuma Free State, so sister, like, she professed ukuthi yena kahle uhamba nomkhulu, and lo mkhulu wakhe inyoka yamanzi, so having to come from a Vaal and having to come from a Free State, crossing a Vaal River to Joburg, where I'm at. Umkhulu wakhe, according to her account, umkhulu wakhe ungene eVaal yena, and akahlala eVaal. Why? Because unyoka yamanzi umkhulu wakhe, you understand, and this nyoka yamanzi umkhulu wakhe ufuna i-sacrifice. So if sacrifice kahle bekuyimi, so as I said, like with previous video, ukuthi she came with a plastic filled with amabai, the sangoma clothes, deep in blood, you understand, and she made an excuse ukuthi cycles work, she was going through, like the woman hood thingy. So for me, at hindsight, that was human blood, you understand. Like the whole thing, the whole cloth, wonke, they were probably like maybe 6 or if not 4, you understand, wonke dipped in blood, you understand, So at first, magafika mina, like, cause now, she gained the trust yami because when like umakhosi sangoma, you understand, kwaba easy kanjalo, because like we always trust abantu ababangoma, knowing ukuthi idlozi alifuni into wrong, what not. So but that was a lesson again. It was like a curve of ufunda kwami. Don't like trust easily just because of one of the outer aesthetics, you understand. So sister, I'm truster, think the fourth day, on the fourth day, that's when now the whole beast started to sprout from the cage, started with a speech, she displayed like signs of umuntu who's undergoing psychosis, you understand. Yeah, mina ngifuna lana, blah blah blah, athuka, swearing. I tried to calm it down that evening, you understand. I calmed it down, right? And I was like, no man, I think you should just go to sleep, right? And then tomorrow, you understand. Tell you what, tomorrow the person, like she was going through like oblivion, you understand, like as though khuluma ngomuntu who didn't know ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakaleni, uyabona le nto le. So that was the first kahle kahle incident, So second time she lost it, I understand that, and what about against me now, with everything against me, like because what also triggered like a sense of attraction yami she came across as umuntu who loves learning, learning new things, you understand. So we used to share a lot with her, and we used to share like even Magakona, sharing the same time and space, So the scene like via the second incident, like began against me now, like with everything that I will table out, just to spark that sense of, you understand, I don't know man, like affinity, and began against me now, you understand, about against me now. That's why now she started to verbally declare with him, basically me now. I'm ought to be a sacrifice because she has sacrificed crosser from Free State to Ival River where umkhulu wakangene khona, and he merged weza la Joburg, understand, uzofuna the sacrifice, yabo. So what declare, that's why now nami ngicala ukubuyisa manje like i-consciousness ukuthi no man, I'm not dealing with a sangoma or a dosified person here. It seems as if like kunamanye ama-spirits and awekho benevolent, you understand. I tried to reach out to omunye ugogo. There's another Makosi Sangoma in a lady, you understand, who managed to say I'm that sister or Misa to another Sangoma, or another shaman, Okona locally. That shaman who spiritually diagnosed would say, no man, this child, she's not with Iluzi, but she is with Isluane. So Lumuntu Lona basically bekasebenzela like a fraternity, of abaloyi, abathakathi, like witches, bad witches, from that side. So with this whole thing of witchcraft, blood plays a major role, because all of these, this like the engagement, all of this engagement, the masterminds behind are these very same malicious entities, and they are of the lifeless realm, the lifeless plane. So they need blood to sustain the existence, whereas they keep on exploiting us, I understand, within the range of human affairs. You'll get to ask at one point towards him, why the blood rituals? Even blood rituals that are entrenched within the vast range of our traditional spiritual frameworks. Hayi kabi zangoma nani zinyanga or nani bathandazi ne, but what is it that is inside the blood kahle kahle, having a signal to whatsoever form of spiritual domain is out there, with our conduct. If ngihlaba lesilwane lesi, slaughtering like that animal, you understand, the blood of the animal, like yenza which covenant, what are the spiritual signatures aba registered on the other side, harnessed by what sort of spirit. I think it's vital, I mean, to question that as well. You understand that? Because we are coexisting with other malicious entities. When we talk about the spirit, basically, we're talking about an all-encompassing phenomenon, because we do have benevolent spirits. We also have malevolent spirits, which are of lifeless planes. So they interfere with human affairs to harvest energy, vast amounts of energy. You understand? Now expanding to what Honorable Mkulu Credo Mutwa once spoke about, the time he touched on indaba machitawuri. These the same malevolent spirits, you understand? They are coexisting with other human beings. But for them, the reason why Bela is to harvest energy. You understand? Whether that energy is being exuded out by our modes of expressions, exuded out via mediums of violence, carnal engagement with sexuality, political disintegration, everything that gives off like a lower vibrance, resonant energy. You understand that? Iona into that sustains them. They feed off lezo zinto. So the things on the wide spectrum of our societies, which are so unpleasant, I understand. The masterminds behind zonke lezo zinto are the very same entities, because they are here to harvest like influencing us like via psychology, like religion, like politics, social policy, fashion, military. You understand that these entities, they've sorts like the most highest echelons, even with governance, esiphila ngayo. So it's so sad. It's really so sad, because now everything, a reality, comes with a sense of perception, which is molded from observation. Once we observe, so we are not so aware of what lies ahead. The physicality of things, would see everything behind yona. There is a certain degree of energy, we understand, and we get to know of immorality. We're dealing with entities are vile, vicious towards us, or are benevolent and loving towards us, because we know of immorality. Human beings, we are, and we were endowed with the gift of intellect, a willpower to exercise immorality on the surface of the earth. So it's up to us, to open up to that awareness. You understand what as a pillar on the physical realm. We understand that the physicality is not what all there is. You understand that behind what meets the eye. One of these like the fuel, like that the fuel that gives the whole functioning to the engine, about the physical realm. So we are dealing with the spirit here, not just the flesh. We understand that, but with our spirit that hovers in high and low places. There's a lot that we complain about, but we hardly get to touch on root causes of the very same problems that we are sitting with collectively as human beings. Why? Because awareness was made, it was conditioned to shun the spiritual aspect within us. We were so we were conditioned to regress when it comes to understanding we are not just our bodies, our names. You understand that we are our spirits. Like in a form of our souls, incarnating time and space realm, housed by these physical bodies. We have also failure to uphold that sort of awareness. It sort of like opens up our doorways for other malicious energies, to come in, to intervene, and lace us with the influence, leading to our own demise. We no longer have a sense of immorality in our societies. We understand, because a lack of immorality resulted to schizophrenia, resulted to psychosis, and ugcine wenza izinto ezi-outrageous within a society. And that sort of impact caused by our misconduct and gives off energy to other spiritual domains as food to these malicious entities. So by applying our ethical, restoring our ethical moral precepts, moral conduct, ma'at, ubuntu, you understand, asibuyisela back order, in midst of chaos. Therefore, it's more of like we're starving them. You understand, these malicious entities. It's so sad. It's really, really so sad. We are not like fully aware of what is happening beyond the realm of physicality. So my take, would be that we really do need to open up now to our spiritual archetypal chambers within us. We understand, like when we talk about spirits, askuluming is something that is suspended, like right away, like miles away from human happenings. We understand that we coexist with other entities. Other entities, nakona, they are benign. Others, they are malicious. We understand. We have the four elements. We understand that's get to forming interplay and then create different forms of manifest, because the source is one, is in singular reality. We have this source that have multiplied from oneself, into plural manifestations. So what we know as malicious spirits here on this realm of time and space, those are extensions of the higher spirit, and there is a particular purpose and a cause as to why our corner in this space-time. You understand? Today, we know of a phenomenon of utigoloshe. What is like utigoloshe? We're talking about the spirit, You understand? As a result of the interplay from our elements, you know, the archetypal elements. You understand? We have the phenomenon of a salamander, which is ascribed to the element of a fire. We have the syphilis, we have abalozi, you know, iminqwi, you know, all of the natural phenomena, you understand, are coexisting with our human beings. And zonke lezo zinto, iminqwi, syphilis, abalozi, you know, izidalwa zemoya, izishingishane zemimoya, you know, ascribed to the element of air. You know, you have imikovu. There's umkovu of human making, you know. It's something very, very dark, you know. So you have umkovu wentaba, you understand? You have umkovu wempopoma, you know. Natural phenomena, you understand? Yonke leyo mkhovu leyo ascribed to the element of earth. Yabo imkhovu yezintaba, mkhovu yasema caves, you know, because they are the culmination of the crude elements, yabo, in their natural states. So now when they permeate the realm of time space, they get to multiply into variety of other manifestations. But remember, all of these elements, they have emanated from one singular source, which is the God, you know, for the lack of better word, the Ramasid. So all of these are my spirits, and they get to interfere with our human happenings. You understand? So we are not just alone. So in this realm, and most especially in this, you know, dispensation of time, we understand that whereby now we're living in a like industrialized kind of a world. You understand? As scenario that attachment to the natural environment. You understand? Because other spiritual phenomena like they are ascribed to the natural environment, you understand? So with this sense of a concrete jungle, the pollution, the electromagnetic pollution, you understand, which have driven off other natural, spiritual entities or phenomena, asisakwazi ukuba ne-understanding ukuthi masibona umuntu suffering from psychosis, you understand, that is not a benevolent spirit, you understand. Like we are shut, we are totally shut from a comprehension. I want to understand ukuthi we are not alone, and kunama spirits amanye that are of benevolence, you understand, that are benign. They are not here to harm us, you know, whatsoever. And kunama spirits, you know, that we should, you know, keep away from, you understand, using the corner earth element at our disposal, which is repel away from us, because they are not of goodwill. So by not holding or upholding rather awareness, which molds a reality, siba away, you know, miles away from that sort of a comprehension which we are not alone. Therefore, allowing the opening of our doorways, being used by these other malicious entities, to venture in and then and cause a whole lot, of negative impact amongst us, and then therefore we get a society being derailed from a stance of ethical morality. You know, we get to have a lot of isn't right, you know, family feuds, families, you know, fights amongst us, hatred amongst us, tribalistic prejudices, you know, all of these petty things that tend to separate us. I understand that, because the whole theorem of divide and rule is of the lower negative vibratory state. You understand what the cosmic universe is aware of is the oneness of its own self. So we don't deal with ama separations. It's belivela ubuntu ukuthi umuntu ngabantu, yabona. So these entities, they came here to destroy all of that. So yeah, let us sharpen our spirituality. You understand? Yeah, sharpen our spirituality. Sharpen our eyes, not only like our two visible eyes, but also our third eyes, our spiritual eyes. We want to perceive izinto so that we can see what sidila with what, Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please interact, ask, throw an insight. This is a space where by now we are sharing, like we're trying to make it conducive for growth for everyone. You know what I mean? So thank you very much. Until we see each other on the next video, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to interact. Blessed Hotep Ashe.
Of the sun, I keep my eye on the moon. Taking off on latitude like the witch on the broom. Flying balloon, solar disk rising over lagoon.